Welcome YouTube and all Legacy of Discord fans. Tonight we're going to bring you a video on special stats, Legacy of Discord. I've seen a lot of videos out there that, they give a basic description of the special stats. I'm going to cover it all. I'm going to give you the definition. I'm going to explain each special stat to you, how they work, what to look for, where to get them. 3 different ways you can use the stats depending on how you want to play the game. And I'm going to explain the special stats and how they work with your rare attributes. Alright, so let's hop right in. Tonight we're looking at a character with 43,819,041,704 BR. Very, very high. Let's go straight into the special stats here. The game describes your stats as this: hit, chance for your attacks to land and successfully deal damage. Very good definition, and it is exactly how it sounds. Your hit needs to be high to land a hit and do damage. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the one-shot wonder you all want. It just means that you're going to land some form of hit. Next special stat is dodge. It's the chance to avoid attacks completely and take no damage. This stat is very important if you're looking to tank. By tank, I mean last longer in a fight. If they can't hit you, they can't kill you. Dodge is important. Next stat is pierce. The game describes that as decreases the enemy's chance to block your attacks. Pierce is probably the most important stat next to crit. The reason I say that is because if you can't punch through your enemy's block 100%, you're only going to do 50% of your attack damage. So it doesn't matter how strong you are, you're still only going to do 50% damage, which means they have the ability to fight longer in a battle against you. Now, for those of you who want to be one-hit wonders and kill everything with one shot, you need to work on pierce. Make that as high as possible. If your pierce is higher than any enemy's block, you will do 100% of your damage. Not always critical damage, but 100% of your attack damage. Next stat is block. Chance to block an enemy or block an incoming attack and only take 50% damage. Like I said, that goes hand in hand with your pierce. So if your block is higher than whoever you're fighting, their pierce special stat, they're only going to do 50% of the damage that they could do to you. So block and pierce are 2 very important stats in this game. Those should be a main focus very early on, and once you get to a higher level, it's going to still be a very important set of stats that you need to work on. Critical strike, chance for your attacks to deal extra damage. Now extra damage is going to go along with your rare attributes, which are crit damage, extra damage. Okay, we'll cover rare attributes in a future video. For now, we're just working on special stats. Last stat is resilience. Decreases your enemy's chance of landing critical strikes against you. Now, as I spoke with pierce and block, all your stats go in sets of 2. Hit and dodge go together. Pierce and block, crit and resilience. And like pierce and block, hit needs to be higher than your enemy's dodge. That way you'll always land a hit. If their dodge is higher than your hit, chances are they're going to avoid a lot of your attacks. Crit and resilience go together. If your crit is higher than their resilience, you will constantly do critical damage to them, which goes off of your crit damage and your extra damage in your rare attribute section. Now, there's plenty of places to get your special stats. One of my favorite places to pick up special stats is in your pet awakening. It's not always the cheapest. Those of you who don't pay to play the game, this will take you a little longer. But if you go into your awakening, your red pets that have been awakened offer the most. The higher the level, the more the stats. Here we have Lavosa, for example. I told you how important pierce and block are. Lavosa offers the most pierce and block you can get. Right now mine's a level 13. When I upgrade her to 14, she's pulling in an extra 11,888 pierce and block. Plus she's given all my regular attributes, health, attack, physical defense, and magic defense, an additional 3%. Every 5 levels you will see that percentage go up. So my next level my next 5th level would be level 15. She's going to earn 6% stats on all my regular attributes and around 20,000 for my Pierce and block. Every 5th level, big jump in those special stats. Pet Awakening, good for those stats. Another place you can find your special stats would be your Sky Emblems. You come in here to your Sky Emblems, you go to the Awaken, you check out your emblems. You have Hit, Crit, Block, Pierce, Dodge. Now, you don't always have to have big Sky Emblems, but if you can get one of your special stats on a low emblem that doesn't take a lot of Reforged Stones, the green Reforged Stones, to change the attribute of it, you know, find the attribute you want, Pierce, Block, one of the 6 special stats, and then upgrade it with your red upgrade emblems for your Sky Wings. That's where you're going to put on a lot of numbers. You may only start out with 4,000 Pierce with your purple emblem, but by the time you get it to a gold emblem here, the legendary emblem for Pierce, you're up to 32,675. Sky Emblems are a big place to get your special stats. Last special, or a few more places to get your special stats, is your armament for your mounts. They say mounts will carry you to victory. This is true. Come in here and you go to your armament. You check out your armament reforge. You'll notice your top 2 stats are always going to be attack on the left hand side, HP on the right hand side. Now, you're going to have hit, and your next section on equipment at 4-star, I only have a 3-star on here, is also going to be hit. On your health side, you're going to have dodge. Dodge on the left for 3-star, dodge on the right for 4-star. Now, all your armament's going to come with hit and dodge. Those are the 2 attributes you're going to get with your armament. But you can use your nails. Here, I've got it highlighted. Reforge type, change item type. This changes your item. And for 30, well, your first stat, it's only 10. You come over here into your 3-star, it's in the 35 range. So 35 nails per try. You can drop it into the Pierce, as I have lit here. Now, you're going to start out in the blue section for your armament for any reforge, okay? What I suggest is when you get the attribute that you want, here I'm working on Pierce, I would come down here to my steel plates. I have 15 of them, so we'll go ahead and do a couple here. You're going to try and reforge it blue. You don't want to replace that because obviously it's lower than my current at 4733. You don't want it, you hit the reforge button. You want to try and get this as a high purple or the legendary gold. Okay, here we have 4733 and 4765. Obviously, it's higher, so I'm going to replace this. Not a whole lot of BR involved, but the difference here is that small amount of BR is real BR. It's not fake BR. Fake BR is just putting on a lot of battle rating, a lot of points, but it doesn't mean a whole lot in a fight. I've seen guys with 20 billion BR just completely wipe the floor with people with 35 billion BR because they worry more about that number in the top left-hand corner of their screen instead of the special and rare attributes. Okay, so now that we've covered your mounts, everything you upgrade, whether it be, you know, your recast of your special weapons, it's always going to give you, every 20 levels in here, it gives you those special attributes. Basically, everything you upgrade is going to give you special attributes. Even your mounts, when you use your mystic pouches to advance their level, every 4 levels, it's going to give you more and more special attributes. So always try and remember, when you come in here and you look at your own attributes, whatever you're working on is what you want to focus on. Right now I'm one of the strongest players on the server that I play for. I think I'm actually number 1 in BR and number 2 in the arena. This here's another character that I've been playing against. Wins a lot of events, got Cyber Glider, so he's a tank. He does a lot of damage. But you see here, my hit's higher, his dodge is higher, his pierce is higher, my crit is lower, and my resilience is higher. So if you look at our special stats, my hit is higher than his dodge. So he barely ever dodges any of my attacks. My block is higher than his pierce, so he only does 50% damage to me, and same vice versa. Now his crit is higher than my resilience, so he does a lot of critical damage to me. When we stand up in a fight together, he does do a lot of critical damage to me. Below that, you have your rare attribute section. We're not going to do a whole lot of discussing on that. We'll do that in future videos. And I do want to show you a duel between him and myself, okay? He plays more on the tip of the sword part of the game. He wants to one-hit everything. Now, when we come into the arena, I've been playing as a balanced player, both offense and defense. You'll see, even though he has that critical over my resilience, and he has, you know, a lot of pierce and a lot of dodge, you see how effective my player, my Toon, still is in a fight against him. He can barely damage me, and that's because I've played very, very balanced. Now, as I said, there are several ways to play this game. You can be the tip of the sword, which means you're going out and you are a headhunter. You just want to kill everything in sight. That's great. I love that game style. You can be the tank, which means you want to be able to stand there and take a beating and just keep moving. Those are players that I see a lot in guild clashes who are flag carriers. You can just hit and hit and hit, and they just keep right on moving. Your third set of play style is balanced, and that is you want to keep all your stats, your special stats and everything. You want to keep them in a good ratio to each other. You want to have high special stats all around. You don't just want to focus on attack or defensive stats. That is my preferred method, which is to play very balanced. Now, if you want to work on your special stats to be the tip of the sword, you want to be that headhunter, my suggestion to you, work on your advance in your enhance section, and your array upgrade in your refine section. For those of you who haven't done a whole lot of looking around, if you come in here to your enhance or your array upgrade, you go to your rank bonus and check it out. I'm at 201 now. When I hit 240 upgrades, attack and elemental attack go up 15%. Hit, crit, and pierce go up 13,500. That's not a big number, but it is a big boost when you add the 15% attack and elemental attack on top of it. These three stats, hit, crit, and pierce, those are your attack special stats. If you want to be stronger and you want to deal out massive amounts of damage, focus on those three stats. Now, if you come over here to a defense item, such as your helmet, I'm at 122. Next bonus is 160. That'd give me 7,000 dodge, block, and resilience, plus magic defense and physical defense of 9%. Now, as I said, hit, pierce, crit, those are your tip of the sword. Those are headhunter stats. Those are, I'm going out to be the biggest, baddest, meanest thing around, and I'm killing everybody with one shot. Now, your dodge, block, and resilience, these are your tank attributes. These are the attributes for the players who want to be able to stand up against people billions higher than they are, because those players can't hit you. You dodge everything. You block half of their attack, and they cannot critical you. There's your difference, ladies and gentlemen, between a headhunter and a tank. Okay, so you pick which game style fits you the best. If you want to be, that strong attacker, hit, crit, and pierce. If you want to be able to tank in a fight, dodge, block, resilience. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, as I said earlier, we're going to do another video on rare attributes that go along with your special attributes. They play hand in hand. A lot of people, they think, if I only focus on my special attributes, I'll never lose. That's not true. You can have low special attributes, high rare attributes, and win a fight every time. Now, you can have high rare attributes and high special skills, your special stats, and own even more. So what I want you to take from this video is I want you to remember a few things. One, you figure out which game style, what works for you best. Are you the, I'm going to go out and I'm going to win this thing for the team, so I need to work on my defense abilities? Or are you one of those people who want to go out and you want to make sure that your team doesn't lose because nobody can touch you in whatever arena, whether it be Guild Clash or World Boss or in the arena, in Skyrealm, which is different. You know, there's different emblems and stuff for Skyrealm. We're going to get into that in another video. But just take everything I've said and apply it to your skills and to your player. Go from there. Feel free to leave comments. Make sure you smash that like button. Also, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us. We're going to bring you future videos, and we're going to keep going, and you guys let us know how we're doing over here at Advanced Underground Gaming. We appreciate all your support. Thank you for watching.